Gonna be going live in just a minute. This song is for real under lo-fi hip-hop. No. What up, everybody? ColorfulCarl here. Wednesday night live stream, my For the Love of Creativity show, where every week I come up here and make art just for the love of being creative. Always try to include like cool pieces from my dad's old collection. I have about 700 pieces of his artwork, and a whole stack of cool faces and little sketches. And every week I just come over here and kind of pay homage to him and do some art myself and make my own little creative world and do the thing. So I've been doing this about 2.5 years, so still trying to get it going. So if anybody, if you're watching this, even recording or at what point, just Wednesday nights, try to stop by 8 p.m. Eastern and share the stream and help me get the word out while I make some cool art. Here we go. All right, so I think this week I'm gonna switch back to regular. Nah, we'll stay in Photoshop beta. I'm gonna fix my setting first and foremost. So, yeah. Oh, I gotta flip on TikTok. Give me a second. Yeah, last week I didn't have the save your fucking file like as Photoshop is working. So like your temporary save files, and the thing crashed, and I wasn't even in beta. I lost the whole everything. I had to start over from a flat JPEG that just happened to save out a JPEG progressively throughout the stream. So, anyways, it was terrible. Nobody died though, so it's all good. All right, let me get TikTok up. Chat interview, go live on TikTok. I don't know if TikTok's doing anything for me, but we got the TikTok. All right, so let's start off this week finishing up last week's piece. I gotta finish some pieces this year. Like, I lied and said I was just gonna be done with this one when it was done, and I'm not there. But we got a name for it at the end of the night, so I want to play with this maybe for an hour. If I'm still feeling good, then I'll fire up I guess the one from the week before, like the crazy earthy green man face with the leaves and the mushrooms on his face. I'm gonna work that out here in the near future as well, but maybe not tonight. So tonight I am gonna finish this one and we'll go from there. All right, let's go. Yes, I was really liking this one, and I hated how it just crashed on me. Now I gotta work from a flat layer. It's gonna force me to draw a little more, which is fine. But to start with, I am going to do this here. Let's try something. What layer is that on? Okay. All right. Alright, AI, I gave you a bunch of cool idea, a bunch of details about what I want there. Let's see what it comes up with. So this is Photoshop's new generative AI feature. This is the beta version and the new version of Photoshop. So we're gonna see, it didn't understand the assignment here at all, which is okay. Maybe I'm not a good communicator. My wife tells me that all the time, so. She loves me. Let's see. I'm just gonna draw. Actually, I'm gonna grab a stock image of some hair. That'd be even more fun. Ooh, all right, never mind. I like to do this even better. So I have a piece that I did a long time ago, one of my favorite pieces, where I already had some hair I layered in. So let's check it out. And if you haven't seen this piece, then it'll be delightful for you to see it. This is a piece of my beautiful wife that I was just talking about. No, this is not the most recent version. One second. Open the wrong file. Actually, that was the right file. Don't mind me. It is loading. Who we got in the chat tonight? Let's see. Anybody here yet? No, nobody's here yet. It's hit or miss some nights. Some nights we get a bunch of people early. Sometimes it takes a minute. Ain't no thing. So workspace. So I do, if you do arrange and then new window, you get an actual new window for that same art. And it's all working on the same file. Everything's the same. So this is where I put this up on another screen and I do my screen recording over there. So when I do a time lapse, it's just the recording of me doing the art, which is pretty cool. It also is documenting how I'm making this art and the way I'm using AI and not using AI and those kind of things. So. Which is cool, because there's a whole lot of conversations that are going to go down about this new technology, about what is considered art. I mean, early on, photography was not considered, you know, an art, like, oh, that's just like fake artistry, right? It's so much easier than drawing a hyper-realistic picture, which was the only option before that. But it's become its own art, right? Like, there's an art to photography, and we don't try to equate it directly to realistic drawings necessarily. So that's all just pretty interesting. All right, cool. So I'm back over here, fairy piece. So what I'm going to do is get into some of the old hair files, hair base here. I think I have some cool locks of hair I can pull off of here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll grab that. Just for fun, because this is my favorite piece. This is one of my favorite pieces of all time. Right? So like every time I do a new one of those, I like to build on things, you know? All right, so I'm over here. Got my flowing hair. Okay, this is gonna be cool. So make it a little smaller. Bring that down here. Oh, I'm so glad I thought of this. I still want to master drawing hair. I'm just not there yet. I haven't had the time to master that. Anyway, the drawing hair and hands. There's some things that are just hard, you know. So I'd rather just take a picture and pull it in, combine it with my artwork. Why the hell not? All right. Looks awesome already. That's totally not even trying to do with this one, but it's working. All right, so let's come here. I'm gonna take that onto a new layer. Grab this one. All right, so let's do a little puppet warping for now. Edit. Nah. Turn these fucking stars off for a second. Edit puppet warp. All right, I'm gonna turn the mesh off. So the mesh is still on here, but it's not dominating my visual profile of the situation. Yeah, see, that's why this is looking a little off. He needs to like wrap around the head a little bit, you know? There we go. Let me turn this layer off. So pull this down here. This only works like this so easily because I don't want this to look hyper realistic. So I'm very much stylizing it. Alright. It's gonna be fun. Alright, cool. So look, I can hit J and go here and just do, probably gonna need to do, I'll do a proximity match, right? So it's gonna try to like create continuity, allegedly. See what I can get it to do there. Alright, and then you can always use the clone stamp tool, so you grab that guy and just start filling in little bits so it starts to look pretty good. Or you can just do this. Doing a little bit of opacity on it now so it blends a little nicer there. There we go. And then I'll go to the next layer. Alright, and I'll play with that some more later. I just want to generally get it in the right shape. See, I don't want any of that. So just throw that there, turn that off. This is gonna be great. Putting my wife's hair on some version of a self-portrait of my dad. Like, that looks exactly like my dad, by the way, which is really great. And that's like a whole trippy ass thing, right? Always just sitting here. All these faces look like my dad. It's cool. Like, if I had a picture of him and threw it down right there, that would be him. Without the hair. He was always more hair than me, but effectively bald, or balding. It was funny. He always talked about that. Alright. Yeah, now we're sort of getting there. Let me see the original of this one. Oh, yeah. So you used to do that with the hair there. I don't know if I like that vibe. It's just funny I'm putting this on here. I'm going with it. Okay, so... Alright, so I'm going to change the color to gold. It's super bright. Alright. Might work, might not. I'm going to change the blend modes here. So when you double click on the layer, you can do the blend modes and blend ifs. So I'm going to play with this over here. I'm going to get rid of all the dark and just do the light. And then I'm change the blend layer mode to something that might work a little better. No, it's not working for me. I gotta switch chairs. This chair is not doing it for me. I can't do art in this chair. Fuck that chair. What up, guys? It's all the chat. Sorry about that. Andy and Derek have entered the party. How you guys doing? All right. This hair. It's not the vibe. Let me colorize it. Yeah, so I figured I'd try to finish this one tonight, guys, and then just kind of see where it takes me. Might go back and finish some other ones. Mask it out. This looks awesome. Looks like Fabio or something. Thanks, Kendra. It's a mess right now. We're getting it back there, though. I just wanted to keep messing with it. I left it off right like this last Sunday, or last Wednesday. Sorry, I streamed on Sundays for a while. So here we are. I don't know. So I'm trying to add in some cooler hair texture. So I took this hair off of a picture I took of my wife that I then turned into a drawing that was looking pretty cool. So anyways, one of my favorite pieces, so I figured it'd be fun to incorporate a piece of that into this. Alright. Lock that layer so I don't mess with it. I don't know if that's the ticket. Sometimes I just throw shit on here and see what it does for me. Check out all the different blend styles. I kind of like that. Let's try that. Why is it doing that? Brush. I don't know why it keeps binging me. Take that blue filter off. That just looks cooler in general though. Alright. None of my hotkeys are working. Something wrong there. Totally forgot I was streaming tonight. It was 7:55 and I got a notification on my computer Like, oh, you're live streaming and whatever. I was like, oh shit. Here we go. But I survived. Made it. Here we are. Alright, I'm gonna add some of this golden color in. I think that's really what's throwing me off. So add just get on that. I want to apply this mask. Alright, good. I'm feeling that song. Too many damn words. Alright, so let me turn the stars off. Vocals. Instrumentals. Back to work. I'm gonna see what I can do with Puppet Orb. Again. I just want this to look like it's sort of going with the flow here. It's gonna be a music night, I can tell already. This is just like creating anchor points and then bending all the pixels around where you want it. Yeah, I can work with that. Sort of what I was going for. Whatever. I'm gonna do a color dodge. Just hit some highlights on here. Wherever I think they make sense. Maybe a little more than that. So I had pixel locks on there, so when you smudge it out, it just smudges it to the background. That wasn't what I wanted. I'm spending too much time on this. Where's the darken? Come on, there it is. Just wanted to look sort of like that. Doesn't have to be 100%. Cool. That's fine. It's just throwing me off of it. Ooh. Oh, we're definitely going with that. I don't know what I think about this random other eyeball, but I'm going with it. And it's upside down. You know what? Let's go. I think I like it just all crazy. I don't know about this eyeball. At least not just like that. Oh, it's so funky. Where's my other thing here? Clearly very tired tonight. My content aware fill shit's not working. Control shift. No. Oh, I kind of like the idea of doing it like that, where it wings off in two different directions. That's kind of neat. Photoshop make me crazy. All right. I don't like the placement though. See how well that works. Pretty well. All right, now I have this eyeball. It's incredibly more difficult than it needed to be, but it's all right. Cool. That might be the spot for it right there. Maybe. It's kind of weird. I don't hate that. Actually, I kind of like that a lot. Alright, this shape over here is a little weird though. Adding in some little points of interest I thought would be cool in there. Alright, I want to do something with the hair, the back part of this like shawl looking thing. I think I have some ideas. So I'm gonna make this look like folds almost, so it's much darker in here. Let's see if I can get in there. Alright, I'll make the, I don't want that. Change my brush up a little bit, something with a little more texture to it, because I like all the texture in here. So, chunky charcoal. Knock it way back. Chunky charcoal might be cool. I'm gonna save a progress shot. Now we're 45 minutes in. It's fine. Man, I forgot to flip on my other recorder. There we go. The Wandering Ethereal Wonder is what we named this on the last stream. If you're here, you get to help name the piece always. If it hasn't been named, of course. Let's go a little higher than that. That's too much. That's what happens when you get too zoomed in. Alright, I'm gonna just draw on top of this. I'm gonna do a color burn here. Which I think always looks cool. And then I'm gonna do a different brush. That one's not working. Transfer? No, I was looking for I'm out of it tonight. I'm just gonna go with this. I have an even better idea. Doing a little clone stamping and just bringing in pixels from back here to soften that transition a little more. It's really weird. Can't get any of the tools to work tonight. Gotta be my fault. We're gonna try a pencil. Oh, I hit the bounding block. There we go. Still having fun. That's all that matters. Don't catch me over here getting too serious one night. Y'all gotta call me out. This ain't about getting serious. It's about having fun, making art. just trying to push this back. See how it's already pulling the top part forward? That's how that works. Yeah, it's gonna look cool. I couldn't figure out last time when I was here. I got burnt out by the end of the night. Happens to me from time to time, as you may well know. I couldn't figure out how to push it any further, so I just kind of got off. I wanted to figure out how to get that front part looking cool. I think I'm there. I like it. I'll probably have some subtle adjustments to it once I get a little further into the piece, but for now it's pretty good. I love creating like this, it's bizarre. Egyptian sounding shit here. Middle Eastern. You know, it's funny, my dad was a very dark Greek. And he used to be so dark, like people would often think he was Middle Eastern as some of his facial features and everything, and really dark complexion, dark hair. It's just funny to me. Somehow that's still white, though. Stupid racial dumb shit. None of that shit ever made any sense to me. So strange. Anyways. Adding some three-dimensionality here. It's funny when I go back and look at some of these pieces, there's points where it's like pretty much could have been done the whole time, but it's done when it feels done, you know? You don't know when that is sometimes. Why is the color burn not hitting as hard as it should there? Check it out, y'all. Where's this weird pinky shit coming from? I didn't like how that was looking there. That's fine. May 24th, 1976 is when my dad started this little sketch that I turned into this. So if you didn't come last week, I'll forgive you this time. But we started with this, which was a sketch of my father's from 1976. I have a little notebook over there. I just hoarded all his shit when he died, so well, at least all of his art. So anyways, been working on that, and I've turned it into what you saw previous. So that's where we're at now with Dad's piece of art. I'm just making it into something crazier and crazier. This may well be one of my favorite pieces, so we're gonna see where it ends up, but having fun with it right now. What's everybody think so far? Anybody got any opinions? Sushi tonight. You coming by, dog? Bring the sushi. Let's go. I love sushi. It's been a hot minute since I had sushi. Little man starts summer tomorrow. He's gonna be so stoked. Remember how stoked we used to all get for summer, man? Summer was the shit. Just do whatever you want for like most of the summer. I mean, at least that's what my life was like. Played a shitload of video games. So I wonder if I turn off this color burn, how this is gonna look. It's definitely cooler in that tealy blue color. So let's filter there, Gaussian blur, just a pixel. Soften all these little edges up a bit. It's getting a little whimsical with my lines over here. I always struggle to like dance the line between too whimsical and trying to do too much detail. Because I think aesthetically I like the really overdone stuff. But I'm trying to not really do that type of art now. Like I really overdone is like my lane. That's where I like to work. But I'm trying to really get good at just like the quick creative expression. Which is why I try to use every tools and content aware, whatever thing I can, stock images, drawings, photographs I took, photographs I found, whatever little AI renders. But like, look at the cool shit that's already happening here. This is like, it's so fucking cool. I think I'll put another eyeball down here on that little flare. Maybe make it smaller. So cool. All the eyeballs. Cool. Should make a whole piece one night that's just nothing but trippy ass eyeballs. Work with this eyeball some more. Let's go all the way up here. Just gonna do a new blank layer. Glass marble eyeball. See what it comes up with. What? You're not moving? Yeah, the market does suck, dude. Because the interest rates are fucking nuts, man. Like, I couldn't buy the house I live in now. I can't even afford my own house right now. That's terrible. Who can live like that? Generate similar. So just playing with this, seeing what kind of cool weird eyeballs I can generate, then I'll cut it out and layer it in there and probably still draw on top of it and stuff, but man, this fan's a little chilly. Turn that off for a moment. Nah, I still like that one best. Alright. So you guys need help making a bedroom in the out of half the garage? Yeah, I got it thing. Alright. So I don't need to get this exact anyways, because I'm going to delete a lot of this stuff. I'm just going to get it pretty close. I love how there's like a little warp kind of nebula thing going on in here. So I'm just kind of playing with the plane of it, right? See how that works? So once you get it to like right about there, then you actually got to warp it to pull the middle a little more forward. So that's really like looking like it's bulging out now. Yeah. Look, see, I know how to do some shit still. Still got it in there somewhere. So now I'm just going to fit this in where it makes sense here. So then I need to, I want to play with the colors on it quite a bit too. So I'm just going to flip the hue around, see what it does for me. It's kind of cool. It's very distracting though. So let me do that. Oh shit. Some little shadow layers. Fill the eye in a little bit. See, normally I would have had that on a separate layer in that little piece that I just had to take out. That little, because that was a nice like little glowy piece. I just can't work with it right here. So I had to take it out. I'll redraw it in later if I want, but probably not. So I always just go back with the smudge tool because I don't really like the aesthetic of how most brushes look. So I always just kind of push the pixels. I do this honestly with my regular paintings too. Like I did this on that shoe I did the other day. What piece is that? I just wanted to have something feel like really unique and textury and weird in the eyeball. I don't know why I always want to make everything weird. My dad used to say, that's real weird, you know, all the time. It was funny. Like if something was really weird, it was like a huge term of endearment. Like only the really weirdest stuff was super cool. Who knows why? Oh man, I was like wondering why he was like hitting me hard recently. You know, it's the anniversary here. Oh fuck, we're in June. Yeah. Oh hey babe. Didn't see you there. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Gonna add some little lines in this iris. Need to finish more pieces this year. I've been on the struggle bus with finishing pieces. Started a lot of new ones this year. I used to finish them every week no matter what. And then I started like trying to get too serious, I think. I don't know, I like pushing the needle though, you know? I get bored. That's kind of part of why I do this all the time. You don't want to get bored. So you gotta keep changing it up. What am I doing now? Love you. I don't know what's going on here. I'll fix it in a little bit. It's bothering me though. That might have been it. I'm just having fun with the depths and layers here. It's looking cool, man. Just ADD and all over the place on it, but just having fun. Derek, you're so spontaneous sometimes. It's crazy. High levels of spontaneity. Why would it be at 6%? That is annoying. It's really difficult to draw like this and just like try to keep making things sort of. It's almost like cubism is so much more difficult than it looks. To do good cubism, like you really, really have to understand what you're trying to break down and not do, while still maintaining the integrity of what you're trying to communicate, like whatever that visual is. It's pretty complicated and crazy. And obviously that's, what Braque and Picasso did really well. I made a cubist sculpture in college one time. It was quite good. Did it with my wife. That was a big bonding project. It's on the wall at my mom's house. She refuses to let it go. That might be anyways. It's pretty awesome. Wife taught me how to use power tools on that one. I didn't even know. She came into the art shop where I was making it at ODU, and I shot a bandsaw blade across the room right as she walked in. So I was there doing like an overtime little, like, I guess overtime. I don't know, not overtime. Just working late on the project, right? Like outside of class hours. But I was trying to take this like jigsaw and I was like trying to make this crazy turn with it and like just jamming the saw through there, and because it actually sort of cut the thing, it was working, right? Like, anyways, I broke like 3 blades. She took it away from me, told me it has some limitations. This is how you use this tool, which was great. It's always fun to think back about that. Little random story time here on my little random show where we talk about random shit and do random art. I want that to go the other way. Yeah, living off the land and the woods make this all much easier. This is true. One day, Derek, I'll have I have a good chunk of that going. More than almost everyone I know. Which doesn't suck. That's real resiliency. I can just go in my backyard. Dude, I ate so many peaches. Yeah, there's a bunch of peaches in bloom. If you guys want some peaches, I got like a metric shit ton there. Come grab some. My peach tree is like dying because like it can't even hold up all the peaches. Eyeball still just isn't doing it for me. This might be too realistic now, but whatever. No. We'll get there. This doesn't fit in the greater context of your... Still not sure, but everything else is getting there. This kind of looks pretty cool. I don't know, what does everyone think? Anybody got any opinions? Friends of the internet and real life friends, of course. Those are my favorite kinds. is it not doing anything? I was on soft light. That's not what I'm trying to go for. So like this would be super bright if this much light's hitting everywhere else. Like this whole part of the face would be like really blown out. Which I think was a big part of what was bothering me. The edge hardness up too high. Big ass crazy looking unibrow. I think it dips a little low though. So I'm gonna grab it just around, mostly around the hair. So I like how it looks, except for, like I said, it's just a little low. So I'm gonna move it up some. Yeah. I'll just smudge that in. Do that. Smudge that line in. Fun. My dad always had a little mustache. Then he grew this really gnarly, big, like white beard when he died, which was cool. He liked it. Started to look like Gandhi at the end. He was like just totally skinny and cancer ridden, but like had this like soft, beautiful look about his face, and all the like the deep creases in his face, and as he lost a shitload of weight, was just like tiny, but like really soulful and spiritual. It's really beautiful to see. Well, I mean, terrible and beautiful, right? Like, you know, just like life. A little bit of terrible, a little bit of beautiful. The whole journey's fun, though. I don't like that at all. I don't know. Don't know that I like it at all. All these random ass layers. Go away, layer. Oh, that was just fun. Just for fun, let's see what happens if I blend this in, just subtly. I don't know. It's kind of funny, but like, I don't know if that's helping the piece. No. I like the idea of it back here, pushing all that a little back, you know? It's kind of interesting. So let me just like pull it off of this first layer. Doing good, babe? Love you. like the wispy energy look. Yeah. I'm trying to cut out just the dark purpley stuff. No, I think, God, it's hard to say. I just moved it down here. It's taking away from the piece. Sometimes you don't know till you know, you know? Trying to make this look a little more fun in the front here, just see what I can do with it. I like the idea of this being some sort of like hood looking thing. I don't know, it's really distracting right now. Yeah, I thought it would look cool if the hair just came out of this part, but it just takes away so much. There's no visual interest there. It's weird. I think we'll keep it like this. Had to go on the thought experiment that had to do it. I think I like that better. Yeah. Mason, what up? Welcome back to the show, friend. Is this 5 weeks in a row now? 4? I don't know. Shit, I put on my list to get your thing handled. I'm so sorry. Did they ever get back to you or ship you anything or get any notification at all? You said they billed you, right? That is not cool. And they didn't pay me either, so I don't know what they did with your damn money. I gotta get in there and figure that out. You think they handled it or you think they didn't handle it? Let's see if I can do something cool with this here. Okay, awesome. You gotta post a pic when you get it. Just on whatever platform is fine. I'll reshare it. It'll be great. Thinking this might be cool. We'll see if I can make it cool. It gets a little crazy down at the bottom. I don't even know what the fuck I got going on down here. Oh, it gets crazy because of this piece. Trying to figure out what part of it I like more. I don't like this part of it. That shit looks cool by itself. song is fun. It's like a 80s like hype song for like an action, like a Rocky movie or something. You can totally see some like, remember those crazy spandex shit they wore in the 80s and 90s to do workout videos? You could see like a group full of people like stomping around to this beat. Jumping back and forth. Big ass poofy hair. Big white sweatbands, you know. Yeah, basically. Yeah, Derek, you want to see the whole thing inverted? It's not gonna look like you would like. It's one of these buttons. Bloom. It's pretty crazy looking. Finishing this one tonight. No two ways about it. Man, my kid's got his last day of school tomorrow. It's pretty jazzed. Yo, this is supposed to be like, I don't even know. Come on now. What the hell's mid-tempo bass? This'll do, I guess. I love how the music on this show is insane. It's never the same. We're always on a musical journey together, you know? Just never know what's gonna come up on this site. It's kind of fun. Kind of cool. I'm going to grab the whole canvas. Gonna add some noise. Of course. Make it noisy. So that's what it did, but I don't like it. So we're gonna Gaussian blur it a smidgen. There you go. So everything's just got a nice little texture on it, you know? Could even knock it back just a smidgen. Yeah. I like to do that. Just a green layer. You know, I haven't put a crazy layer for my dad's art on this in a while. Let's see what I can come up with. See if I got some cool texture-y shit. It would be cool if I used a texture from the floor of his studio. That would be cool. Let's try that. Oh, cool. I didn't think it pulled in. Nice. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in here, you know? Alright, so I think we rasterize the layer. So this was the floor in his studio. My dad thought it was so cool. He went and took pictures of it, which is great. I think I have to turn off the other layers for this to work, but maybe it'll work. Alright, Mason, no worries. Look at that. I like all the big streaks and smears. Let's go with that. Cool. Boom. So let's try. I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna do this beneath the grain layer. I'm just gonna try some blending modes. Like, what happens when I do just give everything a little more depth. I think the stars need to be on top though, yeah. Look at that, I like what it did up here a lot. And then I want to grab a star. Got my little eyeball star. That's kind of cool looking. Gonna lock the pixels, grab this color, and then color it so it looks like the same color. Yeah, or that. Yeah, there's a richness to it. Cool. I don't know. This might be it. See how compositionally it's looking. I think this needs to be brighter to punch out, you know? Why is this not working? Oh. Because half of that was on the OG layer. I don't know why I like to add long hair onto things. He did too, though, I think. It's probably because we're bald. It'd be really magical. Some fucking hair. Good times. What layer is this shit on? Man, I hate that I wasn't able to keep it all separated early on. There's all these little things in here that are gonna piss me off. Getting too serious. It's against the rules. Alright. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys liking this? Now the music sounds like a 2020 new game release trailer. Yes, it does. Whatever, TikTok. TikTok booted me off for inactivity, whatever the fuck that means. I don't like the way it's punching out my purples up here. So I'm gonna mask that back in. I think it looks cooler. Yeah, that's looking fine. Got some grain. Got one of my dad's pictures on there. It's getting close. I like this random bit of green down here. I think I know what my problem is with this hair piece. Actually, that whole piece can go. It's not adding anything. It's a little muddy here. Trying to sort that out. Saving this piece, looks like from the front part of that could be cool. Let's see if we can make that work. Thought it might be fun to have add a little texture down here from some hair. I love the way it like turns into this flowy weirdness. Back to Super Nintendo. Gotta do a boss fight. Like Zelda. Bass drop was nice, huh? I don't know. This isn't doing anything but just making noise. There's some beautiful colors under there. Getting rid of it. It's on a loop of 3 songs. It's always fun. Just go over there and click a few things and see what happens. We're almost there. I'm gonna try something crazy. Probably isn't gonna work. It almost works. Trying to make this work. I want to add like a spinny kind of texture. Like I just want to add some spinning motion in the back, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this. Now we're talking. You like lose all that really nice yellow though. Ooh. Kind of really like that. Now I'm just being like wildly experimental. This is fun. Pew pew. The music tonight is schizophrenic at best. Holy shit. We're gonna do cinematic, strange, and weird. It's the theme for now. We'll see how that holds up. No. Nailed it. Alright, this could be it. I think this is it. I think we're there. Maybe too experimental. I don't know, it's kind of nice. It's got a little more depth. It doesn't suck. Let's get a star back there. It's kind of an accidental star right here, but that's okay. Sort of hate it. Yeah, I like it more tucked away. I like how it just kind of like totally becomes something crazy and abstract. This is my favorite part about doing these. I think Gonna do a little generative expansion. So the rule of thirds, you wanna like, that's a kind of a concentration point there, so it should work out pretty good, we'll see. I'm getting tired though. Been at it for a minute. Where's the properties going? Where is the generative expand? Fill in the space. Generative AI. Do your job. Camera died there for a second. Weird. I'm exceeding the capabilities of my computer. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I think we're back. Let's save. Wow, that's where we started. I'm killing it. Go team. So I'm gonna ask it to generate fill just from there. We'll see what it does. Yeah. Oh, that's enhanced detail. I'm good on enhanced detail. Oh, that's a cool new feature. Hopefully the stream's still going. Did it punt any of you guys? My computer is whacking out. My video card's like, hey, maybe you can't stream and be on 4 monitors and do GPU processing all at the same time. Sorry, I'm not talking so much anymore. I'm like really, this happens whenever I like get towards the end of a piece. I start really focusing, trying to get it done. Yeah, that can work. I'm gonna turn all the layers back on. I think that's kind of cool. Yep, I think I'm over it. This is wild as fuck. I think it's great. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it, friends. The music's way too loud. That'll do. It's insane. Got eyeballs and shit in there. Might come back to it one day, but I feel good about it. I think I'm gonna sign it and call it a night. If anybody's still here. So I'm trying to think. I don't mind that color green. I love that green. I think I'm gonna snag the green from over here. That big yellow, big bright limey green. Woo! Yeah. That'll do for me. Cheat a little drop shadow in there. just enough to make the text punch out and be legible. Drop shadows can look terrible quickly. Bigger than that. Put it right there. A little smaller. What's today's date? June 12th. Used to have a conundrum at the end of every one because I'd start it the day before and finish it like, you know, after midnight. That was exhausting. I'm not doing that anymore, which is nice. I should like spend some time making my handwriting not suck one day. Look at that, I can barely draw a 6 with any aptitude. Forgot the date already. Got lost on having too much fun with my 6 there. Signed the entire wrong year several times on pieces when I went back and looked at them. That was pretty impressive. You gotta like really be like just going next level special to get the whole year wrong. But it's alright. Date is way too big. So I did it on 6. He did May 24th, 76. I leveled it up here in June 20 of 24. June 12th of 24. Dad started this, there wasn't even computers, and I made it into this. That's kind of cool. Alright friends, well that was the art for the night. I'll be back next week as always. I got another yoga piece I'm going to be doing next week. A little sneak preview on that if you want. Why not, since you're here. Let's see, Tina is her name. And this is the images I am working with. Right here, boom. So we got Tina. So I already cut off the background so you guys can skip that phase. It's close enough. I'm going to turn that into something wild and energy flowing yoga-ness. It's going to be dope, as always. Alright friends, I will see you guys later. Take it easy.